If you're thinking about getting a divorce and you're not quite sure what to say to your spouse, you really want to choose your words carefully. You don't want to start an argument to the extent that it's not otherwise going to happen. You do not want to create controversy, animosity, resentment. If you're asking for a divorce, the likelihood is you want it to be an uncontested or amicable situation. Nobody wants to spend a year to 2 years in the courtroom. Nobody wants to spend tens of thousands of dollars fighting over your assets and who pays those liabilities. Instead, you really should consider very carefully, especially if you have minor children, how that conversation begins and therefore how that conversation is going to end. Although I am a family and divorce lawyer, I recognize that the best way to approach the situation when you first bring up divorce is not to say, my lawyer says this, or my attorney told me that I'm going to have this, or my counsel said this is how it is going to go. That is not language that is conducive to getting along, to a settlement, or even to co-parenting. Think very carefully how you can sensitively and delicately break the news to your spouse. Of course, this assumes that you've had some disagreements or had some spats in the past, or some things have happened leading you to this divorce. It is not out of the blue. It is not sudden. It is not unexpected. But to hear those words can be devastating to the other person. And rather than creating a situation where you're guaranteeing they are going to be your opponent, again, I urge you to consider very carefully how you can say it reasonably, healthily to the extent that that exists in the situation, and with some delicacy and sensitivity so that the other person, your spouse, is not going to walk away thinking so poorly of you that there's no choice but to fight.